Hello, my name is Michael O'Keefe, aka The Movie Wizard. If you enjoy this interview and want to hear more top-notch film industry conversations, please press the thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, and hit the bell to stay in the know. Hello, Karine Teles. What kind of person do you think?
Hello.
How are you today?
I'm pretty good
Pretty-
considering.
what? Who's the audience for your show, The Last Days of Gilda?
I, I think anyone from 18 to 90, people from all over the world can relate to this character who's a woman just trying to be free.
Well, that's a nice way of putting it. 18 to 90. How would you describe?
Or 100.
Or okay. How would you describe your character?
She's a woman who is not afraid to make up her own mind, to stand up for her decisions and for her life choices. She has a lot of love to give and she's very generous. She can't help but being free. There's no other option for her. That's the only way she knows how to live, is to be herself person, her to make up her own mind, to go by her own rules.
Live free or die. So how did you prepare for this role?
Well, I had a lot of time because this is based on a theater character that I first played on the stage in 2004. So I've known her for quite a while. And I was also one of the writers of the script. I co-wrote it with the creator and director of the show, Gustavo. So I've known her for a long time. And of course, that when you change it to the screen, when you think it to change it into a series, the character changes a little bit. And we had a few weeks of rehearsal and preparation before shooting. But I guess that preparing for Gilda is my whole life. Becoming a more as I grow old, as I see the world, as I have a different perspective on, I know more people. So I really think an actor works with his own experiences. That's our most precious tool to work with. So I think I've been preparing for her for a long time.
Was there another performance by another actor or actress that you were particularly inspired by at all, even peripherally or subconsciously?
I don't think there is specific for this work, but I'm an actress who loves other actresses, so I'm always trying to watch as as much as I can of other actresses' work. In Brazil, we have amazing actresses that really inspire me. There are other actresses around the world. I am pretty much inspired by, for Gilda, I'm pretty much inspired by gay characters and transgenders characters too.
Okay. Tell me about working with the other actors and what the shoot was generally like.
A big part of the success of it is the cast. These are very talented people. Some of them I was willing to work with I was wanting to work with for a long time. And since we had a very tight schedule of shooting, we only have 12 days. We only had 12 days to shoot the whole thing. We had a few weeks of preparation with the director prior to shooting. And I think that helped a lot in terms of giving us the intimacy we needed for some scenes, or working with, especially Julia, who plays Cacilda, working with her to understand how we would fight and how our discussions would be. So I'm really thankful that I got to work with those talented artists. And the shooting was we had to be very focused and very precise, because we didn't have much time, so we didn't have a lot of space for mistakes.
Noted. I found the opening credits with you in a red color filter sharpening your knives to be effective and disturbing. Why do you think it works?
I think it works because it's a comment on how other people see the character. Other people see her as a threat. They think she's the devil. They think she's dangerous. They think she is going to steal the other women's man. They think she has a pact with devil. So I think that bright red light on her and her sharpening the knife. It's a comment on how people see freedom as a very threatening thing.
So I didn't know that the show was written in 2004, but would you say, despite that, there is some social commentary about contemporary Brazil in the show?
I think that contemporary Brazil is not very different from how it always was. I think what's going on right now in our country is just a reflect of our history. It's just a reflect of our origin. I mean, we were colonized. Our native population was murdered and killed. And then we had the biggest and worst case of African diaspora, with lots of people being enslaved in our country for 400 years. I mean, our society is built on oppression and violence. So those comments are not about what's going on right now, but they are about what has always happened in our country. Of course, that at this moment, the whole world is very concerned with those kind of issues. It seems that the past 20 or 30 years of big evolutions we had in terms of society and in terms of laws is really bothering the powerful people. So I feel this conservative wave is a reaction to that. But it's not something new. It's something that was always there. It has always been there. The theater play was written in 2003 and staged in 2004. The script of the series was we started writing it in 2016, and we adapted a lot of situations to make it more current. But again, the core of the story is something that has always been there.
Very interesting. Are you pleased that the show is included in the Berlinale this year?
Oh, I'm so happy. It's a beam of hope for us in Brazil. I don't know if you know, since this government has started all the production calls are shut off. We don't have a Ministry of Culture anymore. The artists are being deliberately attacked by the president himself. So we are in a very bad situation in terms that we have no idea when we're going to be able to work again. We were in a very good moment for Brazil in terms of audiovisual production. We were creating and entering important festivals. Last year, Berlin had 19 Brazilian productions in the festival. It shows that we are very capable and very talented, but we need to be able to work. So with the government and the pandemic, things are pretty desperate for us right now. And this show is not like a big budget production. It's something that was created with very talented people who knew how to manage the money very well. Our production team is amazing. And so this production being selected to one of the biggest festivals in the world at this moment, it's really, it gives us strength to carry on, you know, it gives us strength to keep on fighting and keep on finding ways to produce our things and move on, because things are pretty bad right now here.
Mm-hmm. So I was just curious about sharing the writing. You said you wrote the play with director Gustavo Pizzi. What did he contribute? What did you contribute? How did the writing process work?
The play is by Rodrigo de Ruri. It's someone else. It's another person. He wrote the play. Right. And then the script of the series was written by me and Gustavo. We have worked together a few times before that. And it's the process of our own. I mean, we don't sit together in the same room and write. I write, I send it to him, he rewrites, he makes marks and comments, he sends it back. So I rewrite and send it back to him. Sometimes we have meetings to discuss things, but it gets to a point where it's pretty hard to know who wrote what. Right. You know, it's really a collaboration. So it is the way we do it. I don't know. We did it. I don't know how other people do it, but this is how we did it.
Well, I really enjoyed the show. It kind of reminded me of like a Rainer Werner Fassbender thing, like the Marriage of Maria Braun.
Oh, nice.
Or like Berlin Alexander Platz. That was kind of the vibe I felt. That's just me personally. But I want to thank you very much for your time. Do you have anything else you would like to say about the show before I let you go?
No, it's just that I really hope it gets to go around and people from other countries can watch it too, because I really feel that at this moment of history, this fight between freedom and power and oppression is really at everyone's mind right now in the world, and I feel the show is about this. So I'm very anxious to know how people from other countries will react to it.